Good afternoon. Welcome to the Kicked Peanut, aka TKP. This is a random show. I don't have a script for it yet. We just talk about whatever and whatnot. Anyway, today is Sunday, also known as Sunday, December 4th, 2022. And let's start out with Pam Povey. How's your week been? Since last show, anything interesting happened to you? You know, the spiel, like anything interesting in the news? You know, go for it. You have anything to talk about?
Well, we have a lot of interesting things. Actually, I was just watching a video, was it the day before yesterday or something? James Woods came out of the realm of space and talked to what's his fucking name?
Joe Rogan?
No, not Joe Rogan.
You're talking about Tucker Carlson.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. That was nuts.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson came out of the woodwork after a while. He was canceled by Hollywood because of his conservative views. They go out of lengths to cancel anybody. Looks like they're trying to cancel Chris Pratt too for a while because of his Christian values, and they consider that conservative. But I know too many Christians that actually are on the other end of the spectrum. So I want to talk about that. Is where did we go wrong? Where did people become so divided?
Well, the whole thing with what's his face, James Woods, is that he's suing the former Twitter staff for the suppression of all and all that whatnot.
No, he's not. He's not planning on suing them. He's planning on suing the DNC, well,
he was
DNC
suing
platform.
He was suing something involving Twitter and whatnot, and he says he doesn't care if he wins or he loses. He's just trying to start the fight, start the pushback. Somebody's got to do it, and he's taking it upon himself to be that mantle. So.
Well, yeah. Well, also he got canceled. You're right, absolutely. But I guess with that, they destroyed his career because he was a conservative person. It looks like anybody who has a conservative value of anything, they're trying to cancel.
Oh yeah, no, we've talked about this on Talkness a couple of times. Elon Musk is it has been releasing those documents and everything, and that's what I believe sparked this whole thing with
the Twitter file.
Yeah, well, yeah, that, have you heard about the whole thing with Elon Musk going to war with Apple?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work. But no, what I was saying is that God damn it, I just had a brain fart. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh well, while your brain is farting, my dad says I do a really good impersonation of Tucker Carlson. So if you want, check out my webcam.
Hang on a second. If I see it.
You saw it?
Wait, no. No, it's. I think it's. Yeah, I see it, but hang on.
Okay. Well, anyway, but no, for people who don't really know what I just talked about, Elon Musk going to war with Apple, now that Twitter is no longer, a strong arm for, the left and all that stuff, what with their cancel culture and deplatforming, agenda and whatnot, now they're actually going to deplatform Twitter. Apple on the App Store, as well as, I see a duck, as well as, I believe Google Play is even talking about doing this too for the Samsung Galaxy and whatnot. They're going to take Twitter as a smart device app off of the market, so nobody can access it anymore. So here we go.
So they're trying to work on censorship.
Yeah, now they're going to straight up censor Twitter, which is wild,
Good luck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can do it. Look at what they did. Look what Amazon, and company did to Getter. So.
Well, look what they did to Parler when they tried to
Parler.
do that.
That's what I meant. Parler. Sorry, not Getter. Parler.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you sure it wasn't Parler?
It was Parler.
No, this is actually a big deal. They are seriously trying to censor the First Amendment right in the United States. Now, you could have like different like encryptions to other countries where freedom of speech isn't allowed, but like coming to the United States and trying to do that and censor it, that's a huge thing. Apparently, I think the reason why they're even more so trying to like now get rid of Twitter since Elon took it over is because he's releasing the Twitter files that proved that Twitter, Facebook, Google, like all those big fucking tech places had a say. They manipulated the 2020 elections, and who knows from where on before.
Definitely. And I just understood. You said Twitter files earlier, and I thought you were making a joke about the former owners of Twitter being a certain type of file.
Well, no, Elon's releasing certain things. He said he's going to release it all, and you know what? I think he should. And his life is at extreme risk. If he somehow magically dies, like they know that then people will know that they tried to silence him. And I'm pretty sure already in an act, if in the event that they try to take himself out and he just magically dies, I think he has a failsafe.
Yeah, well, something's telling me that because
I hope he does.
Because as I've said,
if not, then he was just another part of the wheel.
As I've said before, and it's not just Elon Musk, but it's also Donald Trump and Kanye West and all of these rich, wealthy, powerful, influential people, one way or another. Like, if they're not working with the evil,
lose connection.
I don't know.
Did we?
But I'm still here.
I'm still here. Can you not hear me?
Xander?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Hey.
Xander,
I'm here.
Please wake up.
I'm here.
No, as we were talking though, like, what are your guys' thoughts while Xander gets back?
Honestly, with as much money as that guy has, as Elon does, he has to have a failsafe. The dude's worth $500 billion. He's worth.
Huh. Well, that's weird. Okay.
There and chatting about it, like, actually, two of us were about to either text or call you, so.
That was weird. So for people who are just tuning back in, we were sitting here talking about the military industrial complex, the powers that be, social media, and all that stuff, are doing everything in their power to censor, and then my internet just randomly dropped, and it stayed dropped for the entire time until I restarted my computer and all that jazz, and now I gotta redo the entire uploading process to the Omni Coalition's YouTube and Rumble for the history show we were doing earlier, because that canceled out. We were still uploading that. But yeah, no. What was it that you were talking about before I dropped?
I don't even remember now.
Twitter.
We were talking about something else, but
Twitter, and how it was not, you wouldn't be able to download it on the app in the App Store.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Twitter not being able to be downloaded. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
At least there's always that one person who wasn't paying attention to the current conversation, always to the most important part. I wasn't paying attention though.
Well, yeah, we were in the middle of talking actually about censorship.
Yeah, we were.
And then that happened.
Yep, we got. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that we got targeted.
The government, though.
I'm gonna say straight up that we got targeted.
I would be surprised, but I am gonna I'm keeping my faith in Elon Musk at arm's length because he keeps making all these promises and stuff, but at the same time, I think he's part of the wheel.
Oh, definitely, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So, like, when it involves, like, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Kanye West, any of these very wealthy, powerful, influential figures for one reason or another, and I'm sitting here just watching my internet, like, expecting it to drop off again. If they're not working with the powers that be, be it the military-industrial complex, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Bilderbergs, the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the government, like, the New World Order, whatever it is that you want to call it, if they're not working with them, then they'd be Epsteined, like, immediately. So, like, all this Kanye West stuff is obviously a show and dance. All this stuff with Elon Musk is obviously a show and dance. I don't know what they're planning, but they're planning something big. And as I said, and not just me, but a lot of millions of people out there believe this. The whole 80-year cycle, the pendulum theory, and all that stuff. That was we are hitting the pinnacle here next year. So 2023 is when shit is really going to hit the fan. Things are really going to get bad. And out of that, the going gets tough, the tough get going, as the saying goes, good times create weak men create bad times create strong men create good times,
How do you create strong men when they're being genetically altered with...
Exactly, that's why they're doing it. They're trying to prevent, they're trying to end the cycle in their favor at this point in time. And, unless we, the people of this earth, stand up in unison and take this world back for us, they're going to win, we are at that point. We got to take action, and...
People already taken the fucking suit.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling that this whole Elon Musk Twitter thing is just all a giant song and dance. I mean, he didn't even talk about even wanting to buy Twitter until everything involving Ukraine started, going down the shitter, and everybody started, paying attention to stuff that's not being talked about. So they're like, oh, we need a distraction, quick. Elon Musk is thinking about buying Twitter. Distraction. He played his good part like a good little pawn,
They do these... what do you think the whole, Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing was?
Yeah, obviously a distraction. Yeah. No, that's all
you know
it
what?
is.
I watched that whole trial. It was quite interesting, too.
I don't
but
want to.
But at the same time, there was so much going on. Even though I was paying attention to that, doesn't mean I can't pay attention to something else. And there's a lot going on between that and that.
The way they treat people they treat everybody as if everybody has ADHD, which, honestly, there's a lot of people that have it, when they really don't. They just... Because a lot of people are diagnosed with a disease that cannot be diagnosed.
Well, it's not a disease to begin with. ADHD is just an overactive brain like any child would have.
Yeah.
Every child's going to be an overactive person. It's just they wanted to make it easier for parents to quote-unquote manage. And you dull them down, but, did you ever hear about the one town that got quarantined by the U.S. government because they did refuse to fluoridate their water? And they got quarantined.
I did not hear about that, but that makes sense. Why is there fluoride in the water? It has nothing to do with dental care whatsoever. Fluoride was used by the Germans during the Holocaust because it is a lethargic creating chemical. It's poison. They were doing that, giving it to, the Jews, the gypsies, the homosexuals, the mentally challenged, all the people that the Germans, thought, beneath them. They were just, it's a subservient drug, and it's in our water supply. Why? It has nothing to do with dental care, people got to figure this stuff out. It's absolutely ludicrous.
Look up the whole thing about Brainerd, Minnesota. There was one town that got quarantined by the entire United States government for a time because they refused to fluoridate their water.
That's ridiculous.
I believe it was around Brainerd, Minnesota. But yeah, Minnesota tried to at one juncture. Now look at them. Now look at us. I'm a Minnesotan. And I know about it, but like it's something that they don't want to talk about.
I thought you were from
but
Wisconsin.
But they refuse to let. Shut the fuck up. You know what? God bless Lightning Kugels. Like, they're good beer, but yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But no, that it happened in Minnesota. A town decided to refuse to fluoridate their waterways.
Yeah.
And their water and wells with, fluoridation, and they got shut down quite quickly. How are we to know that, like, maybe those people from Europe that fled during the fall of World War II didn't just go to South America or Africa or Asia or Australia or, well, I don't think on Antarctica, but you had officers that were loyal to. We will not speak his name. We'll just call him Lord Voldemort.
Yeah.
To other continents, and how did they not infiltrate? Do you think they didn't, in one way or another, with the money and influence they had, and everything that they took and pillaged during World War II? That's not being impregnated. I mean, it's a theory. I could be wrong, and I could be crazy for thinking it, but I mean, at the same time, don't.
If you look at things like Operation Paperclip, where we welcomed Nazis over here because of their knowledge, in space stuff, which I understand means to an end, but like we straight up like the best minds in our scientific field in the 50s and 60s were straight up Nazis. People who approved of the horrible things that they did. Von Braun himself, wait, was it Von Braun? He's a rocket guy, right? Von Braun, not Oppenheimer. Von Braun was straight up like a Jew hater, like, and yeah, like it's awful, but it was a necessity to do all our space program and stuff. But let's move on. B, how was your past week?
I have a horrible memory. Nothing really happened during the weekends. But the week was okay, I guess. Nothing interesting to comment, though.
Nothing interesting in your life? No current events or anything?
I think... No, I think there might be, No, not really.
Oh, okay. And I see we've been joined by Hot Dog. Welcome to the show, Hot Dog. Mr. Doom Guy. Doom Guy, I see that you're spamming the emojis there. I'm just sitting here watching bread, mace. But Doom Guy, what about you? Doom Guy, what about you? Anything interesting in the past week?
Well, I had gotten my car back, and then it decided to take a just an absolutely massive fat dookie, and stopped working.
It dookied on you? It pooped on you?
No, it took a dookie and stopped working.
Wait, does your car identify as a Ford?
No.
Oh, well.
Come on, not all Fords are that bad. Come on, dude.
99.9% of them are.
Oh, well, old school trucks were good.
Yeah.
It was when they started, building, regular
aluminum cans.
Okay, well let's move on to Hot Dog then. If Doom doesn't have any crazy stories for the past week, Hot Dog. Anything interesting happened to you this past week? You personally, any news or anything?
What's happening with
not really. Nope.
I think you might be onto something. I think we might have been picked up.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I'm just talking about how awesome I look.
Yeah, you do.
I don't look that awesome. But...
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah. She does look like a chicken nugget.
I don't even know you anymore.
What But I'm not saying you look like pink slime. I'm saying you look like a glorious golden brown, piece of meat. I don't know. That sounds wrong.
Dude, I look like my hair is dark. How am I golden brown?
I don't know. Because...
I'm burnt to a crisp if I'm like the edges of a steak.
Oh.
I have a face.
So,
I have a
okay,
face steak.
that's
my
why I like the way you look right now. You look like my favorite way to cook steak. Burned to a crisp, sharp, broiled. Like, no red, no pink, no anything. Just, give me some shoe leather and I'll be happy. So, well...
Wow. Wrong person to say it to, man.
It's not the only one. But no, like, as for me, like, this past week has been very interesting. Been doing the shows, having a good time, building more friendships and all that stuff. But as far as newsworthy stuff, anybody can check out our news show, Talkness. But Vic actually sent me an article earlier today while we were doing the history show. Anaheim police say man jumped to his death at Disneyland. This happened last night at about 9 o'clock at night. A 50-year-old man jumped off of the top of a parking structure to his death at Disneyland out here in Anaheim, California. So...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's awful. Like...
That's
You
more...
probably
That's
knew that this world's coming to an end.
Yeah, well, as I was talking about
things-
with 2023, everything's going to shit. Is that Gumball?
Are you saying Gummo?
No, I said
no,
Gumball.
he said Gumball.
I'm watching Brendoom, and that looks like Gumball from the Amazing World of Gumball. That is jumbling all over his little icon over there.
I actually only see people's emoji like their PFP. Sorry, I only see you on camera, and you're for some reason like since we changed from like AT&T and stuff to T-Mobile, like I'm having bad lag on here. So. Sorry, AT&T, for leaving you. Sorry, T-Mobile. Well, actually, I'm not sorry.
But yeah, something else I'd like to talk about is like I see here from the Kick Peanut channel we have on our Discord, Apple buying Disney. Like I haven't really looked much into that, and I've heard the murmurings about that, and that's really interesting. With Disney going woke, going broke, especially with that recent movie that came out that's gonna cost them $100 million.
Strange World or whatever it's called.
Yeah, who's standing next to a fan?
Oh no! Apparently they're due to lose about like $170 million.
Wow.
They never actually made the money for it. Like and then this new guy came in and he's like, yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore. I'm like, yeah, you probably are. Like, Disney lost its plot, and Disney should just like go.
Disney is way too big for its britches anyway. They really need to downsize and shrink and shrink and shrink until they no longer exist.
Well, actually, did you see there's those coffee cups?
Yeah, hold on a second, Alice. Are you standing in a wind tunnel or something?
No.
I'm hearing a lot of wind.
Hang on a second.
Or maybe you're rubbing the microphone or something.
Hang on. I have a fan running. Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
God, I didn't realize my thing was... Okay, well, I'll just get warm. That's okay. Anyways, what I was gonna say is... Part because you asked me about that. I have to smoke a bowl real quick. I'm just kidding. Well, no, actually...
Rubbing water. Sensually rubbing water.
Hell yeah.
With neon weed.
Neon weed.
I like how there's just two idiots.
My honest reaction.
Alex Jones.
Same here. My genuine honest reaction.
Isn't that the Alex Jones emoji from the Y-Files Discord?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alex Jones. how did Alex Jones get like? Well, of all people, I never thought that Alex Jones would get flabbergasted and be put at like a loss of words over what Kanye said.
Well, I mean, after what Kanye said, please don't do that one. That'll get me in trouble. Do you even know what that is? Don't say it.
Choosing random.
Don't say it.
Picking random emojis. I'm just picking random emojis and spamming them. Okay.
Don't ever spam that one again, please. Like, not live on air, bro. Like, oh my god.
Live on air?
Yeah, we are live on air right now.
That's killing me. That's a bad idea. I don't think I should do it.
The fact that Kanye put Alex Jones
USA.
I never. Wait.
Yo, guys, let Alice talk, guys. Let Alice talk.
The fact that Alex Jones got put at a loss of words over what Kanye said, I believe that not to mention, did you guys hear the fact that Alex Jones, when he tried to file for bankruptcy, they want to charge him trillions of dollars. So they already gave him $1 billion fine, and now they want to charge him trillions of dollars to appeal. Does that not sound weird?
Yeah, no, it's obviously... Doom, can you please stop being such a distraction? I'm starting to feel like a school teacher.
Doom, I
swear to
love
God.
you, but seriously right now, Doom, like, this is actually a...
But no, like, Alex Jones of all people is the last person I would have ever suspected to, or expected.
Well, Alex Jones also said, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Xander, but Alex Jones also said that they'd go after him first.
Yeah, because he's such a big voice, you know, like, he was the voice of the people, and he has lost his status, unfortunately, due to current events, and especially the whole Kanye West comment that we're not going to repeat or talk about, but, like...
Not the Parkland shooting, but,
Sandy Hook.
The Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
That's why, like, he deserves to pay $1 billion. No one's ever been sued that much.
No, they're just trying to see, like, this is what I spoke to my dad about, you know, about him owning a business. They're not going to come after him first. They're going to come after the big guys like Kanye West, like Elon Musk, like Donald Trump, you know, and after they topple the big ones, everybody else is just going to fall like marshmallows, you know. And that's why I've been, like, really pushing for years and years and years to get the hell out of California, because they're going to be coming for our blood soon. So... yeah.
Montana, dude, you may not like the fucking climate.
I've been eyeballing Montana.
Yeah, well, you're like, well, we don't want it cold. We don't want the snow.
Well,
Dude,
no, I didn't say that. No, you're trying to get me out to move out to, not Montana. You're trying to get me out to, not Wisconsin either. What's the other one?
Not Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah, no. Minnesota. No, you kept trying to get me out to Minnesota. I'm not going to go to Minnesota, but no, I have had my eyes on Montana.
I was telling you to go visit Minnesota,
well,
not live there.
When we have the money, we'll do that.
If you want to go somewhere that is pro, like, Constitution, go to Montana.
Yeah, well, like, we were looking at Montana, as I've said before, because, like, my dad, who's up there in age and everything, like, you know, we gotta also look at medical things for him, and Boise's in Idaho, Billings in Montana, you know, is a decent, you know, sized city. It's not massive, but it's not small either. And if we live on the outskirts, that's nice, and we're not far away. But, like, I remember, like, during all of the, you know, the you know, all the stuff about, oh, if you're a medical person and you're not vaccinated, you're gonna get fired and all that stuff. The governor of the governor of Montana, while that was happening, this was, like, you know, a year or so ago, he said that the state of Montana will pay the moving costs to any and all doctors willing to move there to continue their practice after they've been, you know, fired for not, you know, being vaccinated and all that stuff. So that's awesome.
That's cool, but I would say go to Montana.
That's what I'm saying.
Or, like, you may not like the climate.
No, I don't care about the climate.
It might be cold. Well, you did before.
Well, no. No, Alice, I never complained about the snow for me personally. I'm talking about my dad because when we're gonna move somewhere, I'm not just looking things for me. I'm looking at things for him too.
Well, I know.
So, and he doesn't want the whole cold climate. That's why I'm talking about. But like we also have West Virginia, being looked at. Maybe even Florida, But hopefully this time next year we will not. Well, Florida has hurricanes and all that stuff, and he doesn't like the weather, and the sinkhole situation scares the hell out of me. I'm not going to leave an earthquake country just to get swallowed by the land in another way. So, So right now the main two is either West Virginia or Montana, with Tennessee being a third. So it might be going back to my home state where I was born. Who knows? Hell, might even move into the city I was born in. That'd be awesome. 35 years later. Who'd have thunk it, But...
Would have thunk it.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see here. What else can we talk about? Like, we were talking about... I was going back to the whole, like, Apple buying Disney thing. Like, that's tremendous news. Like, those are two gargantuan mega corporations. And, like, it's... To me, like, it felt the same way as the inevitability of Alpha Centauri galaxy, right? Is that the galaxy Alpha Centauri, or am I thinking? No, I'm Andromeda. The Andromeda galaxy colliding and merging with the Milky Way. That's how I view this merger. Like two mega things, and one's eating the other.
It's inevitable that the Milky Way and the Andromeda galaxy are actually by their gravitational force. One day, those two galaxies are going to meet together.
And I have something interesting to say. I have something interesting to add to that. Like, I saw actually a video about, that inevitability, but they were also talking about how the Andromeda galaxy has two supermassive black holes in its core. So that suggests that it's already eaten another galaxy. So the black holes haven't merged together. So, there's still remnants of that. Whereas normally there'd be one supermassive. So there's a binary supermassive black hole system in the center of the Andromeda galaxies, gravitating around each other like that. Kind of like a binary star system. But they're singularities. So that's wild.
Well, B, what do you have to think about that?
B?
Or Hot Dog. Does anybody else have any input on this?
Sorry, no, I'm playing video games.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, these things happen.
Silly B playing video games while being on a live talk show. Huh. What a millennial.
What? What, you think I'm actually gonna pay attention? I actually was though, so I don't know. So I don't think I don't care that much. I wasn't actually listening.
Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser's muted.
Brendoom Fraser.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Ah,
Yeah.
Brendoom.
Well, what about you, Hot Dog?
Hot Dog.
Dog. Hot dog.
Hot Dog.
Yeah, I don't
Hot Dog.
have a lot to add to the Andromeda galaxy merging with us.
Yeah. Well, I was mainly talking about that because, that's how I feel about the whole Apple buying Disney thing, Because, and I went off on a tangent.
Of another galaxy, but that takes billions of years for that to absorb and go back into.
I know, the reason why I did that is I'm talking about the sheer massiveness of the two entities becoming one. Because Apple is big, Disney is big, and now Apple's going to buy Disney, and then that's what got me on the tangent about that movie that's going to lose them, what you said, 130 million now? Like,
But it's that one woke movie with the whole, gay kids or something like that.
Yeah, the same-sex couple or something like that,
Strange World or something, I think it's
Strange
called.
World, I think you're right.
It lost them $100 million at least already.
Yeah, which all I can say is good. The only thing I'm sad about it is that it wasn't a bigger number. Because, Disney is, when you peel back at everything, the Lion King, that was stolen from Kimba, the White Lion, a Japanese anime from, the 20s or 30s. Everything they do is either a copy or a rip-off or, stolen from one thing or another. And, like, if you look at Disney's history, they've been doing propaganda since the 30s and 40s. They've been doing propaganda for 80 years. So, no wonder they're at the position where they're at now, and they're doing the things that they're doing. They've been doing that since the Nazis, the actual Nazis. Well, I guess the original Nazis.
Been doing it since before?
What?
Are you sure they haven't been doing it since before?
No, they have. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, they've been doing... because in the 30s and 40s, they were doing anti-German and anti-Japanese propaganda because of the war. So, they've been doing propaganda for 80 years.
I'm talking just about propaganda, like...
Oh.
Even Freudian's thing about propaganda, like Freudian's what nephew that came up with the whole propaganda shit. That was a nephew or someone related to Dr. Sigmund Freud. And are you sure that hasn't been going on for generations prior?
Well, I mean, propaganda's been going on forever, Like, propaganda has been around since governments, like, since the invention of government, propaganda has been around. So... But anyway, does anybody else have any other things to talk about? I kind of wanted to have it make a short show because some other things I did this week was Dad and I have been slowly getting all of the the yard done for the Christmas lights and all that stuff. We have a couple things to do today, and then we'll be done with the outside. And then I got to work on getting all the books and stuff out of the living room so we can get the tree in there and all that whatnot. And Dad's actually going to be taking a trip here. This upcoming week, gonna go out to Tejas for a bit.
Dad?
The
you
Golden
going
Loon.
Too?
No, I'm not going because it's going to his side of the family. Remember the one who ostracized me? Because I'm not a Trump supporter. Because I'm not a Trump supporter, his entire side of the family basically like unfamilied me. So yeah. Like this, like when I'm talking about divisiveness, I'm not just talking about like the stuff going on. I have been affected personally, on both sides, my dad and my mom's side of my family. For one reason or another, I have been affected by one divisiveness or something else, and everybody's like disowned me, And it's...
Well, know what? Your dad should just be proud and bring you with anyway, and you should go too and be like, you know what? Like, where we go one, we go all.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go see that side of the family. If they're going to be like that, I don't want to be around them. And plus, number one, number two,
How are you going to change the minds if you don't?
I'm not interested in changing their minds. If that's the way that they want to be, then fuck them. So.
Maybe you should.
No.
Just my.
No, I tried, and they weren't interested. So. But that's a topic of that's a personal stuff. So, we don't need to really bring that into the show.
Yeah, no.
But yeah. I mean, I understand and appreciate where you're coming from, Alice, but that is not going to happen. Trust me. So, I mean, like, yeah. Anyway, well, I'm going to close out the show here because I have stuff to do. But anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting. Including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. I actually need to input the link to this news article here as soon as I find the correct where. Oh, this one here it is. Okay, edits. Hector, rubbing the mic like it's water. Why are you rubbing the mic like it's water, Doom? You are one crazy guy here. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I'm Xander.
I am who is Alan.
Are you okay, Alice?
I'm fine.
Are you sure? All right.
Actually, I really am. I've been listening, so I'm also.
Okay. Anyway, we also have B, we have Hot Dog, Brendoom Fraser, and all that stuff.
Slayer.
Yep, the Slayer. So, for your weekly dose of madness, random topics, we stream this show every Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 3 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m. Eastern, respectively.
I could have said 5 p.m. Eastern. Come on.
Well, you just did.
Come on. Well, I I just did, yeah. 5 p.m. Eastern time, folks.
Yep.
Hey, where am I going? Oh my god. Oh, it's just me moving my phone.
Anyway, until you catch us next week, or if you're interested in history, we have a history show every single morning at 10 in the morning Pacific time. We have a news show every weekday, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And Saturdays, eventually, we will be doing ufology, paranormal technology, science show type thing. So 2 shows every day, 10 and 2, just for you. And that's how you're supposed to drive a car as well. None of this 9 and 3 bullshit.
None for you.
Yep. Anyway, until you catch us next time, whenever you do, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles!
Go fuck yourself.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
We're still on air, Alice.
Kidding.
Jeez.
I was just kidding.
Damn, no remorse whatsoever.
Not a single fucking given.
Masturbation is healthy.
Alice!
What?
Air!
Are we still on air?
As an adult.
Wait, are we still on air?
Yes! Like...
I want to say something.
Oh my god, I'm gonna turn us off now. Bye-bye.